Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Secretary, I was very glad to hear you speak well of Chief Ortiz. I've met him a few times. I think he's a man of integrity, honesty. He speaks his mind. And I think when he spoke of the lack of operational control at our southern border, I think he did that out of a respect for his position, the officers that he works for, and I certainly hope that there's no pressures brought to bear on him, that he doesn't retire here in 6 months, or, you know, he's a good man. And I hope we can all continue to support him after this. I want to bring up migrant vetting. We know that D.H.S. and H.H.S. have facilitated the movement of migrants into the interior of the country without notifying local government agencies. And this is done either through grants to nonprofits, or in some cases, the unaccompanied minors, we even governmentally do that. And the problem with the lack of vetting that these migrants are getting popped up in my hometown of Jacksonville, Florida, where we had a case where an illegal immigrant came across the border, lied about his name, lied about his age, was vetted by D.H.S., turned over to H.H.S. They still couldn't verify who he was because he was using a fake name and a fake date of birth. A fake date of birth that made him a juvenile. And so we sent him to the interior of the country. We sent him to his Uncle Cuellar in Jacksonville. Not his uncle. They didn't vet his uncle. They just accepted it. They make a phone call, and that's it. They don't vet Uncle Cuellar. They sent Mr. Oyoha to Jacksonville. He killed Mr. Cuellar. That's because of our system where we're not vetting people properly. Then on top of that, this administration is not even confirming the identities of people that we're turning children over to. We've got cases where many children are going to the same sponsors, to the same kids. We're participating in child trafficking, all with the coordination or all without the coordination or notification of any local government officials, particularly law enforcement. The non-detained dockets consist of people that have been released to the interior of the country, and they're either waiting for their case to work through the immigration court system, or they have an order for removal. In fiscal year 2022, ICE's annual report, it was indicated that there was a 29% increase in that number that's waiting their time on the docket. Another really shocking number to me was that there's 1.2 million people that have had their cases adjudicated. They've gone through that long wait and been adjudicated, and now we have a final order of removal, but they're still in this country. 1.2 million. The number of people with final removal orders on the non-detained docket continues to grow. ICE is not making this a priority, and deportations are, even though they're up this year, they're way down from where they had been before, even under the Obama administration. Now, in fact, the last time you testified before this subcommittee, we discussed the deportation numbers, and I want to revisit that topic briefly. In 2022, as I just mentioned, it did go up a little bit to 72,177 migrants, and that's an increase from 2021 when there were only 59,000 removals. But that's still far below the Trump years. That's even far below the Obama years. Now, the last time you were in front of this committee, you said ICE was removing a higher percentage of criminal aliens in fiscal year 2021, and that was true, but it was a larger percentage of a much, much smaller number. Now, finally, since we allow people to invade our country because we do nothing to stop them, All we do is process them more quickly. The whole six-pillar program, that when Title 42 goes away, the entire six-pillar program, I've read every pillar, not one of them is designed to stop somebody from coming to America illegally. It's to process them more quickly so we can get them to the interior of the country, and when we don't vet them properly, they're going to kill more of our American citizens. That's what I'm opposed to. Now, because of the situation at the southern border, as was mentioned earlier by one of my colleagues, now we're having a problem at the northern border. In fact, we just saw an 846% increase in illegal crossings at the northern border. President Biden's open border policies have made every town a border town and put our constituents, my constituents, at risk. Every CBP officer, every ICE officer, the cartels, everyone knows it, even Chief Ortiz. With that, Mr. Chairman, I yield back.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Turn on your notifications so every time I put out a video, you can know about it. It'll come up in your feed. Hit that like button if you liked it. And be positive. Peace.